Welcome to the Spiritual AF Life podcast, a magical place where your host, Heather Danielle, psychic medium, will bring the mystical woo-woo world down to earth in practical ways. Tune in every Monday for your weekly reading and on Wednesdays to hear fascinating conversations with spiritual experts, uplifting stories, and deep dives into the metaphysical world, all to help you tap into the invisible guidance that's all around you. It's time to start living a spiritual AF life. Get cozy, the conversation is starting now.
Welcome to a very special reading with the Disney Hocus Pocus cards because it is Halloween time and I am excited to use these cards. So we are going to find out the messages that our spirit guides have for us this week while using this deck. Oh, I'm so excited to see what is going to come up for this week. Seems like it's a pretty busy week too. Also, one of the things that are coming up right now is to not doubt yourself. So it's going to be a week to go ahead and really rely on how you are feeling as opposed to how others are feeling, and also to take your own advice as well and not really rely on the advice of other people. This week, you are someone who has basically the right answers, the correct answers. So let's see what's up for Monday. Oh, wow. Monday, the 6th of lightning. This is a really this is a really big card that talks about, mental conflict, okay? We are talking about you having to really, get a hold of some of your emotions, maybe a lot of stuff that is going on right now. It's really about not getting caught up in the small stuff on Monday. And also, too, I'm not sure what the weather is going to be like, but I feel like they are talking about the weather as well. So making sure that you pay attention to how the weather is, making sure that you are prepared, all that stuff. The number in the card book is number 95. And it says, though, something very interesting. And it says that your past haunts you and the scars run deep. But now is the time to unshackle yourself from such trauma. Leave behind your storm-filled days and seek a clearer sky. Though the journey ahead is not an easy one, you must find the strength to preserve. All right, so making sure that your past is not affecting your present moment. That is a really, really big one. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I do think that there are witch events going on and you need to take advantage of it and you need to go to one of these witchy events. All right, so next one we are going to is Tuesday's card. Ooh, King of Potions. Do you remember him from the Hocus Pocus movie? Yes, 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 yes. So let's see what the King of Potions has to say in the guidebook. Just because I'm really curious to know what kind of message that it has. So it's number 100 in the book, and it says, the King of Potions is dependable and mature, a master of his emotions, but never dominated by them. He aids others through emotional crisis, though he may be hiding his own pain to avoid worrying his loved ones. He is at his strongest during times of stability, and that's the reason why that I felt guided to look in the guidebook, is because you may be keeping secrets from your family about how you truly feel, what's really going on with your health and things like that. But for some reason, they are saying that you should really let them know if there's anything worrying you or if you are waiting on anything. That's number one thing. The number two thing is going to be just letting them know like how you feel, period. Like if you are overwhelmed, if you are going through a lot, allow other people to take care of you as well. So this might mean going ahead and telling your spouse, telling your kids, like, I can't do dinner tonight. Like, I am just way too overwhelmed. I need to relax, and allowing them to take care of it. Maybe they'll go ahead and they will cook dinner, or maybe they'll go ahead and order out for you. Maybe they'll go pick up, the pizza or whatnot. Allow others to help you is a really big thing on Tuesday. And it's going to be about not doing everything yourself. And it sounds kind of crazy too. You know how we talked about with Monday's card with the witches events? Right now I'm seeing like haunted events, and I'm seeing like obviously graveyards, cemeteries, and things like that. That might be something really fun for you to do or to do with your family. All right, so let's move on to the next card, which is the Page of Pumpkins. How cute is that card? Oh, so colorful and so many different cartoon characters that I do not recognize, but I'm pretty sure those are supposed to be the ones that are in the movie Hocus Pocus, but I just really can't tell the difference. All right, so we are talking about the Page of Pumpkins. So the Page of Pumpkins is actually number 75 in the guidebook, and it says, the Page of Pumpkins is enthusiastic in all that they do, though they have little experience. They inspire others to their creative pursuits, always bringing out the best in those they meet. Their assistance will ensure the success of any artistic endeavor. The page has grown too important, okay? And they have not put the time and effort needed to their master to their trade and are frustrated by the lack of quick results. They must remember that patience is its own skill and the one they need to hone. So definitely patience again. I know freaking patience sucks, okay? But I don't know why, but even though it says to be patient, I do feel they're talking that there are certain action steps that you can take now. So if in one area of your life things are not moving, then going ahead and trying to move another area of your life. It's almost like trying different doors, so to speak. But this one is talking about going ahead and reaching out to others, maybe going ahead, getting some more information on Wednesday is going to be very helpful for you. Reaching out to other professionals, experts, people who have been there, done that. Definitely a day for a sounding board, okay? And also, they want you to know that creativity is really, really big within you, and it will be very, very helpful for you to go ahead and to explore some of your creative sides. That's really, really big for Wednesday. It's also a day too that if you've been thinking about creating something, whether it's a book, artwork, some kind of craft, this is your sign that you need to do it. You need to start working on it. What ends up happening is that spirit goes ahead and they give ideas to certain people because they are the best person to bring it into the world. But if they sit on it too long, then guess what happens? Spirit goes ahead and gives it to somebody else. We don't want that to happen. Okay, so now we're moving on to Thursday's card, which is the Knight of Candles. Very interesting. I can't even tell what suit these are supposed to be in the tarot. So it's a very, very interesting card deck. All right, so Knight of Candles is number 60 in the card deck. And it says the Knight of Candles is proud to the point of fearlessness. They trust their instincts and always follow through with never a moment's hesitation. This confidence leads to various adventures, whether for better or worse, okay? And it's just making sure that you are not acting impulsively or making irresponsible actions, okay? So some friendships are going to be more worth fighting for than others. But I have to say, though, people are leaving your life, allow them to leave because you don't know what kind of freaking energy that these people have. So you want to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with good people. That is the number one thing that I feel like they really want to talk to you about. Okay? So let's move on to Friday's card. And Friday's card is the Queen of Potions. Oh, I like the potions card. And I love when queens come up because queens are all about intuition and such. And it says the Queen of Potions has a nurturing soul, placing the needs of others before her own. It says that she provides strength during times of hardship and inspires creative endeavors. Her wisdom is always filled with great insight, guided by her intuition. Again, I'm seeing that witch thing. I'm seeing a lot of witch events too that you should try to go to. I know in my area there's a lot of like witches nights out in downtown areas. So this is going to be your sign that you should definitely do one of those. And I also feel necklaces really, really big with the Fridays card. So maybe you're going to get one as a gift, or maybe you should buy one, or it could even be a past loved one reaching out to you and talking about a necklace. There's something really big with that. With the card deck right now, it is number 101. Okay, so on Friday, we are also going to pay attention to some of the women in our life because they might need us. They might need a sounding board. They're also making me feel that some of the people in your life, might actually need you. Like you might not really feel needed and loved and supported and all that, but they're telling me that you are. And when I look through like the whole week, obviously there's a lot of green. Usually green means, healing, but here I really feel like it's nature. And I feel like it's almost like a warning, if you will, that spirit wants us to spend more time in nature, probably before, it gets cold and things like that. Definitely going to pumpkin patches and things like that will be really good. I'm not sure if apple picking is really big right now, but I feel like you should definitely do that. I feel like too, it's time to make traditions. So if you are somebody who's like really loving Halloween, then this is your sign to create your own traditions for Halloween. Perhaps it's going to be the pumpkin carving. Maybe it's going to be, attending haunted houses, visiting the cemetery, working into some candle magic. Those are all really big things. Oh, and by the way, on Wednesday, I feel like, man, if you have like an opportunity to go and hang out with friends, you really need to do it. It's going to be about community on Wednesday, but making sure that you surround yourself with good people. And I'm not sure why, but I do have to show you one more thing, and that is this crystal, right? Crystals, clear quartz will be very good for you, and so will rose quartz. And then if you do have to hang around a lot of people, this can actually help you absorb some of like the negativity from other people, their negative emotions and things like that. So definitely keep a crystal in your pocket or in your bra, and that can actually help you feel a little bit better when you are hanging out with some people that may be people you don't want to hang out with, or people who are, a little bit like a negative Nancy kind of situation. All right. I'm also seeing a lot of yellow, but the yellow is really coming up to me, telling me about creativity. You have been sitting for too long with some ideas that you have, and you really need to start chop, 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 with taking the next step. And let me look. There is no major arcanas here. So no big major shifts or changes according to our personal lives, okay? But there is a lot of the different suits. So if you notice, there's the lightning, the potions, the candles, the pumpkins. We have one of freaking every suit in this deck. And so that means that we're going to be dealing with a lot of other different things. We'll be dealing with our mental conflict and our money situation, what abundance means to us. And also, just, I don't even know, so much. So much of the little things, but remember, don't get caught up in the little things, okay? And just know that this too shall pass. So if you're having a little bit of rough time, emotionally, financially, those kinds of things, it's just a season, and they're saying that you're going to get out of it, okay? So keep your hopes up. And I think that is about it. So I hope that you love this reading. I do want to invite you to an amazing event that Diana Cooper actually reached out to me, her team did, regarding raising the frequency of the planet. And I am actually going to be joining as a guest, and I hope that you join as well. I will put the link in the show notes. It is virtual. I believe it is October 22nd, and I think it would be amazing for you to join, because I really feel her really trying to expand her reach, because I think that she has insight about what's going to be happening in the world, and wants to get some light warriors together to really make sure that we are doing everything that we can do to make this planet awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on Wednesday for another episode right here.
Thanks for tuning in to the Spiritual AF Life podcast. You'll find all the links to resources and more in the show notes. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on the incredible episodes that are coming up.